I grew up in the local area.
Oh, yeah.
So this is personal. You know, you'll see for yourself if you come down the destruction that they are doing, and we're here to try and stop it.
Yeah. So at the moment we're technically like lawfully squatting this area.
And there are people up there.
Yeah, that's
Hello.
Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Inspired by Extinction Rebellion, this is HS2 Rebellion. In a wood in Buckinghamshire and at other sites along the HS2 route, activists have taken to the trees to guard against what they see as an ecological disaster.
Yeah, and we've got a really high tree house up there.
Oh, yeah.
And then in this middle bit, and I mean that tree house could sleep like 7 or 8 people. And then in this middle bit there's a few hammocks strung up there, and we've got a few little platforms dotted about.
An HS2 access road is being built across the River Colne here. Construction's been halted by protesters who sleep in the trees in shifts.
The more people we have up in the trees, the longer it will take them to get us out, so the longer it will take them to evict us, the more money it will cost them.
Here they say they're protecting trees and wildlife. According to the Woodland Trust, along its route, HS2 will also destroy more than 100 ancient woodlands, which have been around for more than 4 centuries. The company says it's 62 sites and most of the trees will remain untouched.
It would make sense if you were up there protesting against a road, perhaps, but this is rail. It's supposed to be 7 times less polluting than road.
So I thought the same thing. I thought it's a railway, it's public transport, it's a good thing, but you scratch the surface and it just unravels. Thousands of pounds of your money will be spent on this scheme. Every single person in Britain, thousands of pounds of our money. How many more woodlands, how many more homes, how many more communities get destroyed before that difficult decision is made to say, let's draw a line under this?
Britain's new high-speed railway, High Speed 2, is a game-changer for our rail network.
After a decade of controversy and despite the estimated £100 billion price tag, for many the argument is won. The government gave the project the green light after a review and planning permission in April.
Here in Birmingham, where we see the jobs that this is going to create, the economic impact that it's going to have, is estimated to add about £14 billion a year to our regional economy. Hundreds of thousands of jobs, and just over 100,000 in Birmingham region alone. So even more across the whole country. It's adding much needed capacity to our transport network, obviously the rail network in particular, but it's going to free up more capacity there, which will help us to take cars, lorries off the roads, which can only be a good thing. So, yeah, we need to get the railway built.
And just a mile or two from the tree camp, that's already happening. A tunnel from here will take the line under the Chilterns. Nearby, the UK's largest viaduct is planned.
This is mostly lakeland. We call it our Lake District.
After 10 years running Denham's Stop HS2 campaign, Frank Partridge still has hopes of a reversal. And for him, the pandemic adds another argument.
Zoom, video conferencing, people realising that they can do a lot of their work from home, much less commuting, much less traffic between London and Birmingham, and improved video communications, surely in the next decade, is going to change how we work and how we live.
At the camp, they plan to stay for as long as it takes. And though all was quiet when we visited, HS2 has been taking action to remove protesters along the route, in some cases sending climbing professionals up into the trees.
We've already been evicted from this site once, and we've come back stronger and better than ever, and that's what we keep doing. Every time HS2 try and break the law, try and break the rules, try and break our spirits, we come back stronger.
But isn't it you breaking the rules, breaking the law? The law is on their side now, isn't it?
I'm taking non-violent, principled civil disobedience, along with hundreds and increasingly thousands of others.
Most nights we're up until like 5 or 6, like either building or prepping for a possible eviction. So you don't really get much sleep, but it's incredible. The best thing is if you've been up all night like working, and then you get up into the tree and you have like the sun coming up, and you have the morning chorus with all the birds, and you're just like in the canopy. It's incredible. There's nothing like it, really.
Will the stark economic reality of COVID trump the environment over the next months and years? Not in a climate emergency, say these activists. And with Extinction Rebellion in September, they plan to get their agenda back into the public eye.